Hello and welcome to Wrestler Spotlight. I'm the Maritime Warrior, and today I will be talking about the history of the Moondogs. The first man to use the name the Moondog was Lonnie Main in 1973. It was in the WWF and he would go by Moondog Main. During this run in the WWF, Moondog Main would challenge Pedro Morales for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. He never won the belt, but he was a challenger. Also in 1973, Moondog Main would wrestle for New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's uncertain if he actually used the Moondog name in New Japan though. Other promotions that Moondog Main wrestled for in the 1970s would include Pacific Northwest Wrestling, Georgia Championship Wrestling, Gulf Athletic Club, and NWA Big Time Wrestling. In these territories, he would hold such championships like the NWA America's Heavyweight Championship, the NWA Hawaii Heavyweight Championship, and he would hold the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship 12 times. On August 14, 1978, Moondog Lonnie Main passed away at the very young age of 33 years old after he was involved in a car accident. The next man to use the Moondog name was Randy Colley. Randy Colley would join the WWF in 1980, working as Ripper Hawkins, but he would later on be repackaged as Moondog Hawkins and then would later on be renamed to Moondog Rex. Moondog Rex would start teaming up with Sailor White. Sailor White would be renamed to Moondog King. The Moondogs would actually win the WWF Tag Team titles from Rick Martel and Tony Gurria. Midway through their WWF Tag Team title reign, Moondog King would leave the WWF. He would be replaced by Moondog Spot. Before Moondog Spot became a Moondog, he worked in Memphis as Larry Latham alongside the future Honky Tonk Man, Wayne Ferris. They were the tag team, the Blonde Bombers. Both Moondog Rex and Moondog Spot would leave the WWF and they would go to work for Georgia Championship Wrestling and the CWA in Memphis. Both Moondog Rex and Moondog Spot would return to the WWF in 1984. Moondog Spot would stay with the WWF until 1987, but Moondog Rex would leave briefly in 1985. Moondog Rex was going to Mid-South Wrestling where he would get a new gimmick, the Nightmare. Moondog Rex would return to the WWF in 1986, and in 1987 he would get another gimmick change. Moondog Rex was the original Smash from Demolition, alongside Bill Eadie, who portrayed Axe. Not long into the gimmick, Moondog Rex was replaced by Barry Darsow, who became the more famous Smash. The reason for the change, fans recognized Moondog Rex and started chanting Moondog. Moondog Rex did use the Demolition gimmick outside of the WWF. He had the demolition gear and went by the name of Detroit Demolition. Moondog Rex Randy Colley passed away on December 14, 2019, at the age of 69. After leaving the WWF, Moondog King would wrestle under the Moondog King or Moondog Sailor White names. He would wrestle on and off in the 80s and 90s, mostly wrestling in Canada for Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling and Quebec's International Wrestling. He would work a few shows in the early 1990s for both the WWF and WCW. By the late 1990s, he would be semi-retired, only promoting shows in his home of Newfoundland, Canada, before passing away on August 27, 2005. He was only 56 years old. After leaving the WWF, Moondog Spot would keep the Moondog name alive, mainly working for the Memphis territory CWA and later on USWA. He would win their tag team titles multiple times with multiple different Moondogs. This would include Moondog Rover, Moondog Spike, Moondog Splat, Moondog Cujo, the new Moondog Rex, and Son of Moondog. Moondog Spot would pass away during a wrestling match on November 29th, 2003 of a heart attack. He was only 51 years old. The list of wrestlers who use the Moondog name is long, but here it is. We have Moondog Baron, Moondog Buddy, Moondog Bernard, Moondog Duke, Moondog Fido, Moondog Fifi, Moondog Grizzly, Moondog Hammer, Moondog Mange, Moondog Max, Moondog Molson, Moondog Moretti, who is a former tag team partner of Chris Colt, Moondog Mort, Moondog Nathan, Moondog Pongo, Moondog Puppy Love, Moondog Ravage, Moondog Runt, Moondog Wenzel, Moondog X, and Moondog Super. The most recent wrestler to use the Moondog name has been wrestling in the Maritimes, and since I'm the Maritime Warrior, I might as well finish with Moondog Dylan Davis. Dylan Davis originally wrestled as Dynamite Dylan Davis. Originally from Newfoundland, Canada, he decided to pay tribute to Newfoundland's favorite wrestler, Moondog King, Sailor White. So in the early 2020s, Dynamite Dylan Davis turned into Moondog Dylan Davis. Still young in his career, he is the current North Pro Heavyweight Champion in North Pro Canadian Wrestling. Under the Moondog name, he also held the Downtown Wrestling Championship and the Nova Scotia Open Championship. He held all three titles at the same time. He is also the leader of the NWO here in the Maritimes. The NWO here is the Newfoundland World Order. And that's been a brief history of the Moondogs. Thank you very much for listening to the Maritime Warrior. I will see you next week.